Daniel O'Neill, a UK-based YouTuber known for his channel English Woodsman, usually shares calm camping adventures. But in August 2023, one of his videos took a terrifying turn. While walking through the woods near his home, Daniel points out footprints and scattered trash, clear signs that others had been there recently. He sits by a tree, eats his noodles, and chats with the camera. But here's something to note. Faint shouting can be heard throughout the video. Daniel mentions it might be from a cricket or football club nearby. Then, about 25 minutes in, he hears something strange. Take a look.
We're going to be out Friday night, but I'm going away Saturday, so I've got a bit of a drive as well, so I didn't want to be tired, and it's going to throw it down Friday night as well, and rain camping is really good. Is that a badger? Hello?
He hears footsteps behind him. They sound human, but when he turns around and calls out, the footsteps stop instantly.
I don't know why I keep messing around with it. There's that noise again now. Hello? Hello? You got a bit of that. There's nobody here. And it sounds like someone's just walking around. I can handle it, won't. Can you wear it? How can I use that? It's like it's just there.
Trying to shake it off, he continues eating. But as the sun sets, the footsteps return. Even though he's camped alone plenty of times before, he packs up and leaves, refusing to risk whatever or whoever was out there. Daniel's instincts told him to go, and in the wilderness, ignoring that could be a fatal mistake. Grizzly Gaz, a popular camping YouTuber, is known for his outdoor adventures in the UK, often joined by his French bulldog, Fendi. But in April 2023, one of his solo trips took a chilling turn. Gaz was deep in the woods, setting up camp as usual, pitching his tent, chopping firewood, and cooking a steak dinner. As night fell, an unexpected visitor arrived. Take a look.
Right, we've got steaks on go now. Bit of ribeye, pot boiling for some mash, and I've got a visitor. Creeped up behind me asking me if I had a light. I shit my pants. This is Martin anyway. I don't know him, but he's stopping for a steak, so...
Just some random creep wandering about.
You went round here in a poncho a couple of months ago, were you?
I don't think I was.
A man in jeans and a coat emerged, asking for a light. Gaz was startled, nearly jumping out of his skin when the stranger suddenly stood behind him. Now, encountering a random person in the middle of the forest is strange enough, but this was on another level. The man introduced himself as Martin. He seemed off, rambling incoherently at times. Some of his sentences didn't quite make sense, and his behavior was unsettling. Despite his unease, Gaz decided to be kind, sharing his meal with Martin, who revealed he was homeless. He spoke about his struggles, how drugs had ruined his life, and how he had ended up wandering the woods alone that night. While Gaz was chopping more firewood, he turned around and noticed Martin was gone. Without a word, he had disappeared, leaving his drink behind. Something about the whole thing felt wrong. Gaz couldn't shake the feeling that Martin might return, possibly with friends, considering the expensive filming equipment scattered around the campsite. Trusting his instincts, he decided to pack up and leave immediately. Before heading out, he left a trail camera to monitor the area overnight, curious to see if Martin would return. The next morning, Gaz returned to check the footage. But when he arrived, his trail camera was gone. Someone had taken it. Next, we head to New Zealand, where YouTuber It's Omega attempts to spend the night alone in Spooner's Tunnel, the longest disused train tunnel in the country. Built between 1891 and 1893, the tunnel was meant to connect Nelson to the rest of the South Island. However, financial issues prevented the railway line from ever being completed. The line was eventually dismantled in 1955, leaving Spooner's Tunnel abandoned for over 60 years. In 2016, it was reopened as part of the Nelson-Tasman Cycle Trail. Now, Omega decides to experience it by staying overnight.
I've got to find a place to set up camp though somewhere, and it has to be in the tunnel, so I'm going to venture in. From what I remember, there are little manholes throughout this tunnel. I think the thing that I'm mostly worried about is people coming up here. I mean, you don't know what kind of people come up here. I don't see any visible signs of like tagging or anything on the outside piece of the tunnel, but you just don't know. You don't know what kind of people are gonna come up and hang out in this tunnel, you know.
As Omega settles in, he hears faint noises deeper inside the tunnel. At first, he dismisses them as his imagination. However, he decides to explore further with his dog, Max. What he finds is something unusual. Take a look.
Like I am now. We're gonna go back in. I'm sorry, but we're gonna go back in. We're gonna complete our overnight challenge. Yes, yes we do. Alright, Max, let's go back in. Here it is. Woo! Max! Oh, my gosh, damn tripod. I hear some sort of tune out. Max, come here. Come here. Oh, shit. Oh. Max. Who's that? Who's that, Max? What the actual? Can you guys hear that? Oh. Max, where is it? I don't know if you guys can hear this on the camera, but there's something. What is that? What the? Hello? What is that? Max, what is that? Hello? Is there somebody here? That's just creepy as... What the hell? Is anyone here?
A toy lying on the ground playing a cheerful melody. He calls out, asking if anyone is there, but receives no response. And that's when he saw someone or something.
That's just creepy as... What the hell? Is anyone here? What is that? Oh! Max! Hurry up! Max! Max! Get me home!
He notices a human-like figure watching him. At this point, Omega decides to leave and urges Max to stay close as they exit the tunnel. The encounter is unsettling. It raises the question of whether it was entirely real or staged. The human-like figure could have been a setup, but Omega's genuine fear suggests it might have been authentic. But let me know what you think. Now, let's travel to Ohio, where another tunnel holds its own chilling secrets. Locals call it the Crybaby Tunnel. According to the story, a woman was walking along the railroad tracks with her baby when disaster struck: an oncoming train. Unable to escape in time, she and the child were hit, and their spirits are said to linger. Many claim to hear a baby crying, or see the ghostly figure of a woman holding her child. A Facebook user, Levi M. Woodruff, decides to explore the tunnel late at night. Here's what Levi captured in the tunnel.
So I've been down in here in a place called Crybaby's Tunnel. It's a place that's local around my area, and they say she got hit on the tracks with her baby, or her body was dumped right there in the creek down here. There's something dead right there. Bro, there's something dead right there. A dead deer. It's a dead deer. I've been out here forever trying to get stuff done. This place is spooky. Is anybody out there? Hello? Right. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Bro. Hell no. I know you guys heard that.
He spots a dead deer lying near the creek. Then, deep in the pitch-black tunnel, Levi hears a sound, what seems to be the distant cries of a baby. He calls out, but no one answers. The cries grow louder. That's when Levi decides he's had enough. He bolts out of the tunnel. But let me know what you think. In April 2020, a boy named Noah went truck camping alone in the woods of Sun River, USA. He drove deep into the forest and found a place to stay. He slept in the back of his truck, far from others. That night, he woke up to footsteps. They sounded human. In a dark forest, hearing steps like that is unsettling. Noah noticed this. He took his GoPro and started filming. Watch this.
I'm currently sleeping in the back of my truck right now. I don't even know what time it is. And there's someone walking around my truck right now. If you can hear that, it's pretty loud. He's been walking around for like 20 minutes already. My gun's in my cab though. I don't really know what to do. I'm a little freaked out right now, and it's like pitch black outside, probably like 2 in the morning, and he just keeps walking around, and he's like really close to my truck. I've never been this scared, and like this doesn't make any sense because I parked somewhere where you couldn't see, no one was on that road. Wait, he's touching my truck. How am I supposed to get him away? He's literally knocking. He's literally knocking on my truck. The canopy, the back door's locked. I've never been this scared before ever. I don't think he knows there's anyone in here.
That's what Noah recorded. Someone walked around his truck knocking and trying to look inside. What was this person doing in the middle of a dark forest? They had no flashlight or any source of light, just walking in the pitch-black forest. His truck was locked, so he stayed safe. After some time, the footsteps moved away. The next morning, he found handprints on the sides and back of his truck. Someone had been there. Surprisingly, no one reported the presence of the truck deep in the forest to the police, and the identity of the person remained unknown. But let me know what you think. A YouTuber named Magnus Rismir posted a video in April 2014, exploring an abandoned house in a Norwegian forest rumored to be haunted. As Magnus walks through the decayed interior, he discovers the house still has electricity, despite being abandoned for years. For the first few minutes, nothing out of the ordinary can be seen. But then, something horrifying happens. Take a look. When he lifts his camera toward a dark corner and comes face to face with a shadowy figure, or possibly a masked individual, staring directly at him. Some believe the figure was deliberately placed there to scare off intruders, while others think that the presence of electricity may seem like someone, or something, still lives there. Even after years, no clear explanation has been found. But let me know what you think. Finally, we have a video posted by Simon Newcomb in November 2020. The footage was captured at the haunted Wistman's Wood near Princetown, Devon. The man in the video talks about the bad weather. But if you look closely behind him, you can spot something strange. Take a look.
Walking for like an hour now. It is pissing it down. These two are doing my head in. It's getting dark. It's really cold. I've no idea what
A dark figure lurks in the background, one that quickly ducks out of sight as if it knows it's being filmed. At the time, no one noticed anything strange. But after re-watching the footage, they were terrified by what they had unknowingly captured. If you've made it this far, don't forget to subscribe and share this video with your friends or family. It really helps me out with the algorithm and keeps the channel going. Thanks for watching.